I was a pastor in the Universal Church for 23 years. Every church I went to was filled with people. But deep down, I was proud. I thought it was all my efforts. I ended up leaving the body of pastors in the Universal Church. When I left, I even told the pastor, "Rest assured, I can take care of my life. I am the one taking care of my life now." Things were going quite well until I started having problems in my marriage. Then one day, she left our house. Then I started to have depression to the point of ending up on the streets. Firstly, I was run over by a car and I had both legs broken. I knocked on a house to ask for water, and 2 pit bulls attacked me. I was taken to hospital between life and death. One day, a car passed by me with 3 men inside. They said, "You stole my mother's mobile. Get in the car, and if it was you, we are going to kill you." They tied me up on a tree. I spent the most agonizing night of my life. They put me back inside the car and we went to the apartment complex. When we arrived, a woman was waiting for us at the gate. She looked at me and said to him, "Son, for the love of God, release this man. It was not him. This is another man. Let him go." He looked at me and said, "I do not know what you have, man. Get out of my face. Disappear from here. Get out of my way." Then he slapped me. I started walking away. One day, God spoke to me. He spoke to me. "Child, I chose you. I chose you." Then God sent this man to find me. He sent this man in this picture here. He had been searching for me for 3 years. For 3 years, he looked for me. He approached me and said, "I will help you." When he told me that, I felt a desire inside me. A desire arose inside. So I said, "Very well, I will go." Then I started walking towards the angel who was waiting for me. Rain, storms poured down. I started coming out from that journey on 3rd December. 3rd December 2023. I left at 7:04 in the morning from the place I was staying. The church was about 450 meters away. For me to arrive, it was 1:10 in the afternoon. On the way to church, many things happened to me. So many. I had difficulty walking. So I crawled. I crawled while the rain poured down on me. But finally, I arrived at the church. When I arrived, the pastor was leaving. He said, "Warrior, I will go out, but will be back soon." Eventually, he returned. His wife was there too. And she said, "Warrior, come inside now." I walked inside and they allowed me to take a long shower. I spent 30 minutes washing myself, using an entire bar of soap. The shower was long, but I had it with so much pleasure because I was at the place where I wanted to be. The pastor's wife started caring for me by cutting and doing my nails. After that, I went to a hair salon for a haircut. Once I finished, I returned to the church. where I was invited to sit at the table. I sat down and started eating. After all these treatments that were given, I left there like a new person. Then I arrived here where I said I would go. When I reached the altar, I felt like God had straightened my life. Look at this picture. On the following day, there was the Lord's Supper. I looked to heaven and said, I came here for you to change my life. For you to change my life. I went up to the pastor in the middle of the meeting and said, Pastor, prepare the baptism pool for me because I will truly surrender. I am where I want to be. After the meeting, as you can see here, he baptized me. And in this one, I am here after the baptism. I returned to the church in the best time of life. I came in the best time to God. At the time of the campaign of Israel, there was 5 days to the campaign of Israel, of Mount Sinai. As I had come to the altar, I said, I will place my life here on the altar. And God will enter my life. I had previously worked in a place about 4 years earlier before I ended up on the streets. So I went up there again, took a lawnmower and cut the grass, leaving it very neat like a carpet. What happened to me at that car park was unbelievable. I had never received so much money in my life as I received there in a month. I greeted people. Good morning, good afternoon, how are you? So a person would take their car and give me tips. I will not say sums. I will not. But that was the best campaign of Israel of my life. Despite all the wrongdoings I committed in the past, I found a way out. That way out is the altar. When I descended from the altar, I was a new person, a completely transformed creature. I had not even begun seeking the Holy Spirit actively, but He entered my life nonetheless. I felt, well, actually, we don't rely on feelings. But everything within me was different. Everything changed. My thoughts, everything changed. Now, let me tell you, you must have that within yourself, a desire to find God in your life and to receive the seal of the Holy Spirit. Everything is about having a desire. You must have this desire. I achieved it. When God sees that you really want, He will also want. It has been 11 months since I reconnected, that I found the altar again, and God has straightened my life. Today, my legs may be crooked, but my head is straight. My mind is straight. Many people fight for money. Many people fight for power. Many fight for status. But not me. I have everything. I have everything. Today, I'm no longer a pastor. I am a man of God. Today, my life is better than all the time I had back there. In 11 months, I restored everything within. What's outside does not mean anything. What I have inside means everything.
There is a very important person in your journey who has a message for you.
Mr. Jose, God bless you abundantly in your life. It is full of satisfaction that I come here to say that day that God used a person to come to me and ask me if I knew you. I said I did, and from that day, the Holy Spirit put inside me, "Go and find him." And I went and we found you. God has started doing something in your life. And today, Mr. Jose, you are here. You have the Holy Spirit. God has given you the Holy Spirit. And with Him, you can have everything that you lost back. God is counting on you. God bless you abundantly. Listen, don't look back, okay? Remain focused and look forward, and greater things will happen.
I want to express my gratitude to him and his wife. I am happy about this. I am thankful that someone took the initiative to search for me because I had the same desire to be found. He had that desire to find me. What he has done for me is beyond what money could ever repay. There is no way to compensate for what he has done. However, I promise to give the best of me to others. My life is for God to use because he found me.